Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I'm going to be using Tallow and Steel West Coast IPA tonight. The wife and daughter have just jumped on a flight, or about to jump on a flight to Sydney. My boys are going down south with my mother-in-law tomorrow, so I'm having 2 nights on my own. No kids, no wife, just fucking bliss. And the dogs, which is bliss. Tallow and Steel West Coast IPA. Now, if you haven't watched my previous videos on this is quite possibly the tastiest soap on earth. You can literally drink it. It tastes like beer. It's pretty freaking incredible. Got Cascade hops, Columbus hops, Centennial hops, grapefruit, pine, tangerine, orange and lemon. Beautiful scent notes, and it is literally a citrus hoppy beer. It's beautiful, it really is. Nice dark colour to it, almost like a caramel coffee sort of colour. And it just works so well. So I'm just going to wet my brush. The brush of choice for today is the Wolf Whiskers again. This one has got the flutes around the bottom, same as my Purple Haze. This is called as Green Apple, and it's got the 25ml Ultra Fan. Now you can no longer get these knots, I believe. I think they are completely sold out and no longer gets them. Similar to the 25ml fan knot, which I've got as well. You can't get your hands on those originals. And in my opinion, these two knots, the Ultra Fan and the normal fan, are two of the best synthetic knots on the market, along with pretty much anything you can get from Turn and Shave, apart from the Ghost knot, which for me is a pretty scruffy, scritchy, scrubby, horrible sort of. I just indulge in it. People love it, which is great, and it just shows what some people like, I don't, sort of thing going on. Now, when you get this actually lathered up, you get it loaded up, it goes a sort of creamy, sort of yellow cream, looks a bit like a buttercream, that sort of colour. So I think that's enough in the brush. I've got 24 hours growth. I've actually got about 28 hours growth from my last shave, and I had such a close shave on my last one. You haven't seen it yet. Well, you might have done by the time you see this. I can't get it to upload. I'm having so many issues at the moment with iMovie and my computer. So what I've done is I've taken my camera back to 1080p, 60 frames per second. I think that could be part of the reason why it's struggling. My Mac's a little bit old now. It's a 2012. It's not a 4K or a 5K. I think the process is just struggling with 4K video. I really do, and it's obviously just in need of upgrade. I think I'm needing the latest model, or a later model of Mac. The computer itself still works perfect. So just paint that on. Start painting the water in. Almost there. As you can see, it's starting to get translucent almost everywhere. One more dip, probably one more dip after this one and we'll be there. No, maybe not. I think we're there. So you can see how it's translucent on my cheeks, all the way over, pretty much on my neck as well. It's nice and translucent. The knot doesn't look like it's got much lather in it at the moment. All I do is just scoop that little bit of really wet lather there and pretty much go straight into splaying the brush. Once I get that first splay done, I get that little bit of a gap, and then we can scoop that bit of lather inside, and away we go. I did this with Tallow and Steel yesterday with the Wolf Whiskers brush. similar sort of not the same, but similar-ish. And I didn't add any more water. Oh, it really doesn't. Tastes like beer. It's quite incredible how you can fit a scent like that into a soap and make the soap taste nice. It's got that real hoppy, beery aftertaste that sits in the back of your throat and the back of your palate, and just gives it's really incredible in my opinion how it does it. Right, the razor for today is the Henkel's Fredo. I think it's a 7/8. Similar to almost an English point. I don't know what that would be called. I'm really not sure. It's got lovely scales. I'm not a fan of orange, I really am not, but this is a lovely razor. One thing I'm not a big fan of is just having the one finger on here. I really enjoy having the double length tang on my Druidic, but still a very, very nice razor. The blade on it's been very well looked after. Look how creamy and thick and dense that lather is. So 28 hours growth or something, so I laughed. I had No8 shaves, Leroy from No8 shaves, asking me if I could do a stropping video because he's trying to figure out, he's trying to get it right, and I'm like, shit, why the fuck do you want to watch me? I can strop like, I've stropped a razor like 10 times in my whole life. No, but probably 14 times, not even that. Not even 10. Not even 20, sorry. This razor definitely sings more than the Druidic. It's got a lot more feedback. Beautiful. Right, let's move on to the left hand now. Just dry our fingers off and certainly becoming much easier to use, it just is. It's a very satisfying feeling. Now obviously, having watched Spencer, he's had a couple of dodgy ones. I've watched Leroy, he's struggled with his straights as well. I've got SoCal Shave, Kyle from Brown Man Shaves. These guys are struggling with the straights. These two razors that I've got, for whatever reason, work really well for me. The hone is just nice and smooth on both. Totally different, I can feel the difference. I've just cut myself there. Some fine out. Yeah, definitely got a little, just a tiny little slice. Like I said in my previous video, I think a little cut there as well. These are going to happen. It's still new to me. You've still got to be extremely careful with it. The great thing is, because they are so sharp, it's a clean cut, and generally they heal up pretty fast. I just get beer water in my mouth. It's absolutely amazing, this razor, this soap, how the scent goes around. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Pass number 2. Just dry my hand. Definitely not as comfortable against the grain as the Druidic. Obviously I don't know whether it's to do with the hone itself. It's by no means uncomfortable, it's just definitely not as comfortable. Just dry my hands again. Lovely. Just get that off there. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit. It's only against the grain. When it's not against the grain, it is as smooth as smooth. As you can see, there you get a lot of weepers. I think that'll do me. I say my skin's a little bit. I had such a close shave last shave. I barely had any hair growth, so I don't want to push it too much. I'll finish off with the Tallow. There's the open comb, so it's a little bit more efficient. I'll finish off with that tonight and see how we go. Really, I don't think straight razor shaving when you're beginning is something you should attempt on a daily basis, but I want to become proficient at it. I've got to use it. I've got a daily shave, do you know? So why not? I may even sort of stick to just with the grain, I'm not sure. So I've got the Carve Christopher Bradley open comb, C plate. I think it's an American super stainless spoiler blade. This is a very, very slick, extremely protective, superb soap. I don't even think this soap is anywhere near Rudd's shaves. I don't even think it's in his top 10, I think. It's nowhere near his top 3. In my opinion, it's definitely top 3 stuff. Now, I didn't have the best of times against the grain there. The razor just doesn't seem to quite have what the Druidic has in terms of the hone, but it's still a very nice hone. I can certainly shave looking across the grain very comfortably. It might just be that one just isn't suited for me to go against the grain, that hone. Yeah, that's so sort of subjective. And I believe there is a fellow over here in Australia, can't Mark Gerges, I'm not sure how to pronounce his surname, but I'm pretty sure that's it. what I hear, he is the hone maestro of Australia. So if you want to raise this hone, he's the man to send it to. I am, however, going to grab some glass stones and have a crack myself as well. Post shave as usual with tallow and steel, superbly moisturised. It's another great shave. I'm really happy with the fact that even though I'm new to this, I'm causing irritation. I don't seem to end up with really red skin. A little bit, you know, a little bit here and there. This patch is getting better now. I'm slowly getting better with it, which is in turn giving me a better shave. But I'm really happy with that. I'm just going to rinse the soap out. Well, you could literally bloom that soap and drink it. Drink the bloom water. Why would you, when you've got the one with alcohol in it? So this is the West Coast IPA splash that goes with it. Whew, wow. 1, 2, 3. This one is like a sort of, hopefully that's on the camera. There you go. It's like a sort of creamy sort of colour. Yeah, this one goes on really beery, like super, like it just smells like you're slapping lager on your face like IPA. Straight on your skin. I'm just waiting for that nice burn that I get from the tallow and steel splashes, and here it comes. This one's a little bit more intense, and I think it's more possibly due to the fact that I'm probably ever so slightly allergic to it. Get a slight reaction to it, but it's not uncomfortable, it's not unbearable. It's nothing like slapping on wintergreen glacial splash from Sterling, you know, it's just a nice burn, and this one's got a slight tingle to it, but it's lovely. I think it could be doing with a kick of menthol. I think that's the only thing these are missing is a bit of menthol, but I think it's more likely because I don't think there's such a thing as organic menthol. That is why it's not in the bottle. But cracking shave. The scent on that now starts becoming a little bit fruitier. Starts to go into the citrus notes, and it starts smelling really nice. It's quite a citrusy sort of scent. Initially, your wife will hate it because you smell like an alcoholic. But yeah, so West Coast IPA from Tallow and Steel. Stunning soap, stunning performing soap, stunning scented soap. It's really good. If you like beery type scents with a bit of citrus, or if you love IPA ale or beer in general, you will love this soap. And hands down, it's probably the best scented, most on a point sort of soap. It smells exactly like it is, and it tastes exactly like it smells, which is quite incredible. The brush for today was the Wolf Whiskers Apple Green with a 25mm Ultra Fan knot, Black Wolf knot. Beautiful brush. And the razor for today was this gorgeous Henkel's Freedor, which is really nice. It just doesn't shave quite as nice against the grain as I'd like. Just a little bit rough against the grain. But other than that, I mean, it shaves with and across very well. I could get away with that and just finish off with my DE as I do anyway. And I think this might be something that actually stays in my rotation in order for me to use both. I'll always have my cut-off handy. That's the cut-off open comb C-plate, 0.85 blade gap. And it's very efficient, it's much more aggressive in my opinion than what the C-plate is on its own. In fact, going from this back to the C-plate makes the C-plate even nicer to use. So I don't know how he's done it, but he's made it so that if you drop it down a plate, you'll find that little bit of extra aggression, whereas that will get a B plate in the open comb and it will feel like a C plate, but it will have more efficiency. So it will feel like the C, but you'll probably get the efficiency of the D because of that open comb. It does feel more efficient, it does chop hair a bit closer. My skin is like almost BBS right now. God, the moisturisation from that splash is incredible. And finished off today with, as you just saw, West Coast IPA aftershave, which is absolutely superb. Its products are excellent. I'm waiting on another one coming from Moyle Grooming. I've got the Moyle Grooming limited edition one coming as well. I can't wait to get my hands on it, I really can't. I just can't wait. And other than that, you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.